Banger alert! Yet another survival game, because I just like survival games, sue me. But this time, we lack a dimension. So it's too deep, shit. What game could he be talking about then? I mean, he did Minecraft 2D. What Minecraft? Terraria. Absolute classic. Probably like the best 2D game. I mean, fight me for it, I don't care. So you do it. You boot up Terraria for the first time. And then a nice little tune, the starting screen, you know, nice and relaxed, just like the beginning of the game. And then the most important part, the character creation, where you go very in depth, of course, like this. And then just enjoy your world and have a great time. But what is great time all about? Like, what does Terraria really have to offer besides being, let's be honest, a lackluster survival game? Because if it was just a survival game, I wouldn't have 1,000 hours in it. I would have like, I don't know, 50. But it's the in-depth combat system. With 4 classes that are well thought out and actually function as their own separate thing. And you can also just switch between them at any stage in the game. With there being 566 weapons, I think. Actually, no, let me Google it real quick. Look at that, I was right. Anyways, with this many weapons in the game, there will be like weapons you will love and weapons you'll be like, don't really care about them. Let's take 2 weapons. One that I actually adore and one that I actually despise with so much hatred that I could murder 15 children with it and I still would not feel any difference. That of course being the bubble gun. Mostly because it's the same pool as a Razorblade Typhoon and I never get it. I never fucking get it. I hate it. Anyways, it's not a bad weapon per se, but just at the time you get in the game, it's kind of mid. Kind of mid. And then the theoretically best range weapon. You might say, yo, if it's the best range weapon, of course you like it. No. Theoretically, you need so much platinum. So that's a currency, right? So it doesn't really make sense that it's the best weapon. But you can get the early hard mode, and it's pretty good then. But you know you will go broke. The combat's nothing without the bosses. And though the great, they get harder and harder the longer you play, but it doesn't feel like unfair unless you're playing legendary mode, and if you're playing legendary mode, you have to deal with the harder bosses. Before we do bosses, we should talk about the difficulty, since depending on the difficulty you play, the bosses vary quite a bit. Since, you know, in legendary mode, for example, Golem comes actually hard, I know, crazy. So let's begin with normal. It's the easiest difficulty. It's not like Omega easy, it's still like a bit difficult, but it's the easiest one. It's good to get into. I've heard from my less gamer friends that they play that currently and it's challenging enough for them. So I'll say it's like a pretty good starting point. Then you have expert mode, the mode I would recommend playing as a minimum. It's in my eyes, the way you gotta play the game. You get every notable item you would need, and it's like the most balanced content in my opinion. And master mode is just expert mode but on steroids, and then you have of course legendary mode, well as master mode on steroids, plus pain, plus every time you die you get shot in the foot. So yeah, it's kinda hard, I'll say it. Let's jump into this by doing a little demonstration on one of the earlier bosses, the Eater of Worlds, because you can clearly see a difference. The Eater of Worlds is always kind of been a joke, since you know all it really can do is just go towards you. You know, it's a very easy fight, it's really complex. You see big worm, you dodge big worm. It's pretty cool as like a set element, but you know, as difficulty it's pretty easy right now. In expert mode he got 2 buffs. He got slightly faster with more acceleration, and he got a speed attack, what gave him a much needed buff to his complexity as a fight, because otherwise it's kinda boring. He still kinda melts easily since his HP might be more, but still, you know, it's every piece has like 200 HP or so, not much. In Master Mode, he spits more often, has more HP, is a bit faster, I'm pretty sure. He does more damage, I guess. Now in Legendary Mode, he's a totally different beast. He actually is hard. Me and a friend of mine, we actually took quite a few tries trying to beat him. Since he has more HP, his fucking projectiles are way stronger and pretty sure they're unbreakable. Also, he's a big boy now. You can also clearly see how much setup I did with the last one compared to the first one. The first one did a fucking pickaxe. So you know, he's pretty easy, and Legendary Mode actually is hard. That was like pretty much endgame armor and I still took quite a lot of damage. It also doesn't help that I'm fighting above ground, where he spits more often and deals more damage, but that's not why it is part. And this is something you can see with every boss. Even some mini bosses get the same treatments. So it becomes more complex the higher you go in difficulty. What is quite well. But also, when you have this many items, how would you know what's good per boss? So what is a wiki game? It's pretty much just a game where you have the wiki on the second monitor to like know what you gotta do. In the way that you kinda wanna know what you're gonna need for the next boss and how to summon the next boss. You can also just keep playing and eventually you figure it out, but that takes way longer and people don't have time. This is especially true if you go into modded, since there's just so much more extra content that you just barely know what you gotta do without a wiki. This might be a big no-no for you, like, I don't want to be a sheep and do whatever else is doing, but it's not like that, right? Because the wiki just says, oh, you could use these things, they're good at this phase. And there's still enough of different things that you can still like make your own thing happen. Also, there's quite a bit of lore. You know me, I fiend for lore, you know, it's goated. I'll now do a quick rundown of the lore of Terraria, to my knowledge, also of memory. Long time, Druid being a tree, something Moonlord, evil guy, something Cthulhu, something. Corruption is the sin of things happening on Terrarian or something, I don't know, the plant world. Crimson is illness or something, I'm pretty sure. Corruption is a cancer, I know that one. Something, mechanical boss or something, Quintarius is a plant, something, golem, something, lunatic cultist cult, or the guys that are trying to re-awake the Moonlord bad since he wants to destroy or something, I don't fucking know. Something Cthulhu, also good Christmas guy, somehow.
Let's go.